Welcome back to the adventures of the Florida Powerboat Club. This is Stu Jones along with our producer Ryan McCoy in the Pompano Beach studio, and we are cranking away on the Key West Poker Run 2023 edition. This is the big one, guys, going all the way to 9 episodes with feature coverage of this epic poker run that happens every fall. Now we are rolling into episode number 8, where we have all arrived in Key West, having a great time there, running around on the local waters out to Woman Key, and a big party Friday evening with the Sponsor Appreciation Awards. It's all right here. Before we get started, let's thank our sponsors. Our presenting sponsor for the FPC 2023 series of events is Mercury Racing, celebrating 50 years of Wide Open. And by these sponsors, in alphabetical order: Big Thunder Marine, Blackwater Boats, Cigarette Racing Team, Concept Boats, Deep Impact Custom Boats, Doug Wright Powerboats, Fountain Powerboats, Midnight Express Boats, Nortec High Performance Boats, Performance Boat Center, Plantation Boat Mart, SD Marine Group Isla Morada, along with Statement Marine, our local performance boat builder from right here in the Tampa Bay area. And we're right back up in the helicopter, flying over Key West Harbor, and really doing nothing more than hunting down poker run boats on this beautiful Saturday morning. Remember, it's play day. Going to be heading out to Woman Key, and we're kicking things off with Michael Tandoy. You might think it's a race day when you look at Team Speed Racer. This boat has everything about it that says it's race, but obviously that open cockpit means it is a poker run boat. Let's listen in. And of course, not his only boat that he runs on poker runs. His other boat is a big skater, but seems like Speed Racer is getting all the love here on this November weekend. He's got his friends along all the way from Rochester, New York, and he's had a tremendous attendance record over recent years, and one of his big claims to fame is always winning the Best Dressed Team Award. That's because he has those beautiful matching team uniforms for the guys and for the girls. And it's another MTI, different category though. This time it's one of those big SV50s, and we have a record number of these attending this event, about 8 registered on the Key West Poker Run, and of course MTI taking the Manufacturers Cup for total registration with about 46 registered MTIs on this event. This one's powered by 5 Mercury Racing 500Rs, and if we don't identify the boat, it's probably because we don't have a decal and we're not entirely sure whose boat it is, or in fact if they are even registered with us. But since MTI has been a great sponsor for the Florida Powerboat Club, we thought we would showcase this boat as they run out to Woman Key. And now a very special welcome to Stefan and Maria Matafari. Second year in a row, Team Let's Go. It's a 38-foot open Renegade model, triple Mercury Racing 400Rs. Love the colors and graphics, and a very spirited team that comes down from the Jacksonville area now 2 years in a row for this event, trailering with their Dodge Ram and their all-marine trailer. They said that all of the facilities they used in the Key West run were fantastic. They stayed at the Casa Marina over on the other side of Duval. Now that turned out really well for them. They said it really was an excellent hotel. They loved the Key West Bight Marina where they left their boat. And 2 great comments they put in their video bio that, first of all, Maria and Stefan really loved getting out on this extended trip with the crowd because it's a lively crowd and a lot of fun. It's an experience that they would never forget. And another great comment, they love the FPC staff. They said it's nice not having to stress over the details of this trip. Well, we couldn't agree more, so glad you could join us. And a blast from the past, it's Ted Hosmer from New York. He's been on this run before, but it has been a while, probably 10 or more years since we've seen Ted, Team Snow Problem. But they're back again, and nice to have them return. A lot of things changed on the Key West landscape since they were here last, but at the end of the day, they said they had a fantastic time and loved working with the FPC staff. Got this DONZI cranked out pretty good right now, pair of Mercury Racing 525, so plenty of power to manage the rough stuff as they head out here to Woman Key. And my only request is for this crew to work on the life jacket thing. They know we told everybody in the captain's meeting it's mandatory. So for situations like this, we'd love to see those life jackets on, guys. You never know what could happen, and when it does, it happens real fast. And it's another big 50 MTI. Peter and Carolyn Frink from Nebraska. Team size matters. Great to have them back. Sorry for the short video, guys. Not sure what happened with our chopper crew. They moved on to the next boat, but nice to have you back and look forward to seeing you in the fall. And nice to welcome back Brent and Brenda Medley from Missouri. This time it's in a 42 Performance Cat. The firstborn now, the very first all Performance Cat built in Texas exclusively for Performance Boat Center, Mercury Racing 500Rs, and this is a coming up voyage, so to speak, the very first poker run for this new ride. The SD Marine team putting on a great show. Gabby Pacheco at the helm of the Cigarette 515 Mercury Racing 1350s, flagship of the Performance V-Class for Cigarette Racing team. And Gabby putting on a great show. Thanks to SD Marine Group for their continued support and sponsorship of the Key West Poker Run. Another one of the many teams from North Carolina that attend our events regularly. This is Matt and Anne-Marie Raymond. Team Miss Grace is a 48-foot Fountain Express cruiser. Take a close look, guys. Completely rigged with 5 Mercury Racing 400Rs. It started out with 4. Well, that did the job, but not quite enough, so Matt had it re-rigged. Most of that handled by Brian Forehand at Marker 17 Marine. 5 Mercury Racing 400s and all that room in the center for luggage. Not to mention 18 to 20 guests on board for every big Key West event. And a great representation for Statement Marine. This is David Levy all the way from Louisiana, Team Real Escape 2. David said in his video bio he was one of the few Key West attendees that actually got to stay over at Sunset Key. That's the island across from Key West Harbor. Said it was fantastic. He kept his boat right there at the Opal Key Marina. Nice combination. Well, that was a Statement center console we just saw. Now it's time for the Statement Cat. 36-foot team, not yours, is Teddy Stigler from Ohio. Not exactly sure that this is his own boat. I believe that Nick might have loaned him this for the poker run. He's got one ordered that wasn't quite done. So nice to know that the Statement factory supported him so he could get out and still attend the Key West Poker Run with all our friends, and told us that he had a fantastic time. And catching up again now with Chad Havens from Texas, Team Savage, a very popular 40 skater we've seen on a lot of poker runs with the club. It got this thing pumped up with some big power now, 1900 horsepower aside with some Kasse upgrades on those Mercury Racing 1350s. Thumbs up on the life jackets, guys. So let's listen in as he pushes the throttles forward. And, of course, it's Kyle Fowler again, a regular with the club. He loves doing several events, really. He's already done Orange Beach and Emerald Coast earlier in the year. Now he's joining us for the Key West Poker Run and really enjoying this catamaran. He's always been a V-bottom guy running fountains primarily, but now he's got this 42 Wright Performance Cat, Mercury Racing 450s, and pushing the throttles now as he heads out towards Sunset Key. Of course, our destination today is Woman Key. It's about 9 miles from Key West Harbor, and you can see the conditions here today are just fantastic to get some great aerial photo and video. And here's a team all the way from New Hampshire. This is Joe and Karen Bresnahan, Team Chain Smokin, Cigarette 42X with Mercury Racing 860s. Amazing package here, and a great poker run boat. They stayed at the Opal Key Resort, said it was excellent, and had their boat docked at A&B Marina. So they were all set up nicely. They say they love being around performance boats, and they love to come here to watch the races. Let's listen to these 860s roar. take a quick break. At the beginning of the show, we introduced all of our series sponsors, but in addition, we had these feature sponsors join us for Key West. These are Adrenaline Powerboats, Dirty Money Racing, Double R Performance, Grove Harbor Marina, GSX Powerboats, Hydra Thunder Rentals, Legend Marine Group, Marine Technology Inc., Nextera Energy, Ox Diesel Outboards, Palmetto Yacht Management, Renegade Powerboats, Statement Marine, Superior Communications, Unique Custom Marine Vault, Wilson Custom Marine, and Wozencraft Finance and Insurance. We could not produce the Key West Poker Run at the high level we do without the support of these sponsors, so we want to thank them dearly. Let's get back to the Poker Run Village. For the Friday festivities, it was Sponsor Appreciation Day, all day Friday, with Mercury Racing at the top of that list, celebrating 50 years of Wide Open. We had a band hired for the afternoon, and I'm going to walk around and check out some of the displays. And we have the Andy Westcott Band on stage here at the Conch Republic Seafood Company. Special thanks to Mercury Racing for allowing us to make that happen. And that provided a nice kind of a festive vibe and very relaxed vibe around the Conch Republic. Of course, a lot of boats still coming and going as we catch up here with Kenny Armstrong and Team Phantom, all the way from Texas with that 48-foot MTI. And still a lot of boats just kind of hanging out here at the Poker Run Village. Remember that, you know, you can come and go as you wish from the village. Every day we untie the boats at 12 noon, and we request that everybody get back by 3:30 p.m. so that we can put the whole group back together.
You find your only friend in a room with your two-timer, and you'll show you're near the end.
Just a couple of 100 feet away, right in the corner of the historic seaport, the late Jimmy Buffett's studio still stands, and of course all of these tributes from all of his fans. We all know them as Parrot Heads. And just a few feet further down the dock is a new sponsor location for a Performance Boat Center, being that they were the major race sponsor as well for RWO. They managed to get themselves another spot to put some of their boats on display, including some MTIs and Sensations. It's kind of quiet over here in the Poker Run Village right now because the races are on. So I'd like to ask you now, about 24 hours since you moved in yesterday, how are things going over here in the Poker Run Village? Are you getting a lot of traffic?
It's been unbelievable. I mean, yesterday afternoon, I don't think I've seen as many people here ever at Key West. And people coming back from downtown said they've never seen it as packed.
Yeah.
And what's unbelievable is it's 90% new people.
Let's talk a little bit about this lower and some of the things you do. Well, this is for a number 8 lower. What's different about this one that you guys do that makes the boat go faster and run more efficiently?
Well, what we do is we take a standard Mercury drive. Mercury make great drives, always have done, but they always leave us a little bit of room for making an improvement. And obviously the faster the boat is, the bigger our improvement becomes. We get a lot of good handling out of what we do. We hydrodynamically profile it. People call it blueprint, but there's no real blueprint on it. You know, it's kind of Wilson Custom Marine's take on it, and we'll just adapt to whatever's out there. The new motors, we'll take a new driver for new motor, and we'll figure out some way of making it go quicker.
One thing that I want to impress upon our viewers out there is that you obviously deal with a lot of boat racers, but I also know that you have a lot of Poker Run customers that are just looking for a better performance on their cats or their performance V-bottoms. So are you still doing a lot of that kind of business, and mostly below the waterline though, mostly on the propulsion side, right?
Yeah, probably 80% of our business now is the Poker Run guys.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's changed from the racing guys, and we still do a lot of it, but the Poker Run side of it is so much bigger than it ever was. And especially these little cats, you know, with the 450s, the 400s, the 500s on them. And there's lots of room for improvement, and everybody's trying to get that extra couple of mile an hour, and we're helping them do it.
So you have evolved your business from what was traditionally racing style or stern drive type products over to the outboard side, and now with all these 400s, you know, the V10s, the 400Rs, the 450Rs, the 500Rs, you've really got a lot of things, a lot of options out there to work on these lowers.
Oh, I'm absolutely loving it. Yeah, business-wise, it's fantastic. And, you know, we cut our teeth on outboard lowers, you know, way back from 50 years ago, my Formula One days, and a long time ago. And we learned that there was so much improvement to be made from the lower unit and the propellers. And, you know, it's just such a great business to be in. And there's not many of us around that kind of just specialize in just the performance side of it.
That's it. So let's one more time now. You're in Florida. How can they find you online? What's the website?
It's Wilson Custom Marine. My number's been the same for 22 years now, so anybody can get hold of us.
And obviously, a lot of people can de-rig their parts and ship them to you. You can do the work in your shop and send them back. They don't even necessarily need to come to you to do business. You can ship back and forth and take care of your customer nationally.
Probably 90% of our business is done that way, and you can send a lower unit to us complete, just empty of oil. We got the facilities, we got the machines to be able to do it. Our turnaround runs anywhere from 5 to 10 days if we're, you know, a little bit out. As long as we know it's coming in, we schedule it. We work 7 days a week if we need to.
Great chat with Mark Wilson there, really educational. And now time to lighten things up just a little bit as we get into what I call the magic hour, where the sun comes low, and indeed the magic has to do with Miss Hannah, as it looks like I'm trying to find a dock back there for the flight 11:30. Really, I'm just getting closer to Hannah. Photographer Jerry here on the Cigarette Thunder 52. And if I may be a little cliche, let's just call this one Boats and Beauties, as Jerry throws his hat off. He's ready for business. So let's let this segment fly with the beautiful FPC girl, Hannah. So let's get back out to our aerial photo session Saturday morning, heading out to Woman Key. David and Karen Peterson, one of the 2 Suenos registered for SD Marine Group. This is a 53 HCB Suenos quad power. I think they're probably 450s, maybe 500s. I'm not sure. Look at the size of this Suenos and all the people riding along today for the fun run out to Woman Key. And now catching up with Joe and Jen Grulich on their Nortec 390 Sport Team Endless Summer. It is kind of endless because they've been busy doing poker runs all summer long, and now we find them here on the Key West run in November. They've had so much fun in this boat, they decided to order themselves a new 400 Super Sport. And it is clear that blue is a popular color this year as we catch up with Gregory Maupert from Delaware in this 41-foot cigarette Have MURCI. It's powered by Quad Mercury Racing 450Rs. A beautiful boat, and one that has actually won him the Best Paint and Graphics Award a year earlier when he took delivery of this cigarette Nighthawk. And it's been a great showing for Cigarette across the board on this event, winning them 3rd place in the Manufacturers Cup with over 30 cigarettes registered. And speaking of cigarettes, well, here's a team that used to run a cigarette way back in the day. It was a Top Gun, but then they switched to a Nortec 36 Cat. Now they seem to be loving this MTI 40 Cat, powered by Mercury Racing 700s. It's Tom and Rachel Reagan all the way from Texas. Well, let's listen to these big 700s roar as they head off to Woman Key. And here's a sneak peek of what it looked like at one point during the day at Woman Key, and you can see just what a fantastic day it was. Let's wrap up the aerials and head back to the Poker Run Village. And back to the Friday festivities with the Andy Westcott Band playing for the group. It's happy hour. Let's get out and talk to some more of our sponsors.
I'm Randy Kent with Marine Concepts Motorsports. We're here in Key West, beautiful Key West at the Poker Run Village. We're here representing Renegade, and this is our brand new 2024 33-foot Renegade priced at $449. This particular boat is equipped with the new V10 Mercury 400Rs. The Power Assure shade that works off of an app on your phone or a switch in the boat. It's got a kicker sound system in it. Our one-of-a-kind jet plane type dive door. This is a factory paint by Renegade and custom interior. The boat's pretty well loaded out and real proud of the Renegade. This particular boat runs out, first time in the water, it ran 71 right out of the box. Was a little over props because we only turned 6,000 RPM. We have new props coming. Think we're going to end up somewhere around 74. If you know Renegade, you know the quality of Renegade. This is our 33. We also build a 38, and this year we're releasing our first 42. This is we've been here, Poker Run Village, for several years. Same spot. Love Stu and the gang. Do a great job. And then, while we're down here working Poker Run Village, we also have our race team, so we're taking advantage of the Poker Run and the races at the same time. If you're not here, you're nowhere.
Great coverage from Randy Kent. Thanks, Randy. And as we move into the evening, it's time for our Sponsor Appreciation Awards. And sadly, not all of our sponsors were in attendance for this presentation, but for those who were, here they are. Let's go. At the Mercury Racing stage, we kick things off with Eric and Hagen Glazer, co-owners of Midnight Express Boats, who had a great showing at the event this year with 12 registered Midnights. And representing Nortec High Performance Boats was our very own Jeff Tomlinson, who managed to make it over. Of course, that's the same evening they have their Nortec Owners Appreciation Party on Duval Street, so we couldn't get the entire gang over. So special thanks to Jeff for coming by. And we barely had a big enough stage for the Fountain Powerboats Iconic Marine and Cortez Cove joint sponsorship. Together, they all came up to be represented. And, of course, it's Simon Williams, who was our point man, accepting the award for the entire team. And it was none other than Eric Avila and his lovely first mate, Priscilla Bermudez, from the Concept Factory, accepting on behalf of Concept Boats, a family operation now for going on 37 to 38 years. We just attended the Concept Owners Run to the Bahamas. It was a fantastic weekend in Bimini. And Tom Stewart represented MTI to accept their sponsor award, as well as this very coveted Manufacturers Cup. Tom shared some words for our Poker Run guests.
We appreciate it, and we're not slowing down. We always got something up our sleeve, so we're going to do about 60 boats this year. Next year we're shooting for 75, so there'll be more in the Poker Runs, and our customer service is always going to be outstanding, and we welcome anybody to the family, so come see me on the docks tomorrow.
And it was our first year with Palmetto Yacht Management on site here in the Poker Run Village. Owner Chris Hanna on site, accepting from Hanna. Who'd have thought? A special thanks to these guys. They did a wonderful job helping me with my transportation logistics for the Flight 1130 tour this past summer. And it's a very special welcome to David Teavee from Team Superior Communications for their continued support. He was joined by one of the new team members, Alec Hurley, who accepted the presentation. And we welcome back to Wozencraft Finance and Insurance as a Key West sponsor. This is Tana Kinsey, Devin Wozencraft's partner, accepting the Sponsor Appreciation Award. Accepting the sponsor award for Deep Impact Custom Boats was the worldwide dealer, Plantation Boat Mart. That's Dennis Delatorre, along with his son Ryan and his first mate Brianna Murray. It was a great showing for the Miami-built brand with 7 registered deep impacts, and we'll see the new $499 model this fall. And it was time to thank Team Adrenaline for their support. That's Mike and Robin Layton on the right, and their son-in-law Caleb joining them for this photo op. They attended with their new 47 Reaper model. And special thanks to Team GSX Powerboats from Dothan, Alabama. That is the company owner, Cruz Rutherford on the left, as well as Ashley Strong. Looks like our FPC girl Hannah fits right in with this Team GSX Powerboats. Can you say blonde ambition? And it was Dave Delazine joined by his son Josh to accept on behalf of Unique Custom Marine in Pompano Beach. And it was one more time for Mark Wilson, who has had a tremendous attendance record at this Key West Poker Run Village year after year. And special thanks to our hosting sponsor, Conch Republic Seafood Company. That's Casey Howard on the left, and our general manager, Mickey Perez, on the right, joined by Hannah and Abby, our Key West local FPC girls. Wow, that half an hour came really fast, guys. That means we're going to sign off here from this episode number 8 with feature coverage of the Key West Poker Run 2023 edition. But we've got one more to go, guys, and then we get right into the 2024 content. It's all right here on Florida Powerboat Club's YouTube channel, and you can't afford to miss another show. So be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you'll get an update every time a new episode is released. Be sure to check out the website at flpowerboat.com for all of the details about upcoming poker run events, as well as membership information. You can follow us on Facebook at Florida Powerboat Club and on these Instagram pages. Thanks to all of our viewers for your wonderful comments on our page, and you guys know who you are, and I really do appreciate that. But if you have questions or comments you want to direct to me specifically, please use my personal email at stu@flpowerboat.com. I check that daily, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. We're going to sign off for now. This is Stu Jones along with our producer Ryan McCoy in the Pompano Beach studio. Have fun out there, guys. Be safe on the waterways. Wear your life jackets when the time is right, and always respect your fellow boaters. Bye for now.